So you're probably wondering why I'm showing you this, and would you believe it? And would to be totally honest, I wasn't surprised by this because in this country nowadays, you can't even build a hen house without it costing literally the earth and the stars. So yeah, this is an €800,000 piece of work. May I say, literally, the Eiffel Tower and stuff was cheaper nearly to build than this. So this is 14 steps. 14 steps, yeah, as you can see, for the nice, made out of gold, of course, and a bit of grass and a few trees, and a little ramp going up the side. That apparently cost €800,000. 800,000 euro. Yeah, you heard me right. Around 750,000. Straight off the bat, at most, being generous, at 120,000 maybe. That's being generous, not even 100,000. So where did the other money go to? Because there's no way. Like, let's be honest. Let's not be idiots here. And again, these people in South Dublin County Council must take people for idiots, because this didn't like. There's no way they spent €750,000 on this. There's no way. Like bicycle sheds, we can nearly build 2 bicycle sheds for that. But yeah, it's absolutely madness. Like to suggest that this is what South Dublin County Council and the other county councils probably cost the country. But the country is awash with money. We see the bicycle sheds, security huts. Nobody's ever been sacked. Nobody's ever been put to prison. To be totally honest, in this case, whoever signed off it in South Dublin County Council to these contractors should be going to prison. Either that be the chief executive or somebody else in the council, whoever it is. But most likely be probably the director of service that signed off on this to say it could go ahead. I'm sure somebody must be signing something to say, yeah, I agree with this, spending this outrageous amount of money. Like, there's no way nobody in the council ever said, maybe this is a bit overkill for a few steps and, all that. Like, let's be fair. Literally, this places that was built in the Palace of Versailles that was cheaper than this. You're absolutely mad to suggest, and I've seen 1 or 2 people online defending this, like saying this is probably what it would cost. Like, are they mad? Like, them steps there don't look gold to me. Like, to be totally honest, they should be gold. They should be literally sparkling. To be totally honest, because if this is €750,000, then I don't think there's any hope in this country to ever build anything. Because we have the most expensive children's hospital, billions of euro, the most expensive in the world. We can't build a security hut. It costs 1.5 million to build. We can't build a bicycle shed without costing €300,000. We can't build anything in this country at all. Like, anything at all in this state we build would just cost us the moon, earth and stars. Like, it's absolutely madness. Like, this is a bog standard. Like, there's nothing elaborate about it. I wouldn't mind if this was gold and stuff like that. Fair enough, it would cost that. But let's be fair, it's a bog standard thing that you would get, in any place. Like, let's be fair. Let's call it a spade. Like, who in Dublin, South Dublin County Councils who did take the cotton here? Because let's be fair, the money's been put in their back pockets, either their back pockets or the contractors' back pockets. And I would love to know who the contractors are, because they probably are the same people who are doing the bicycle shed. So they probably are, and it's all coincidence, of course. It's not conflict of interest, etc. But we are delusional in this country if we allow this to happen. Because again, the people should be banging on, and particularly the people in South Dublin County, like in the South Dublin area, they should be banging on their councillors' doors demanding answers. Because they're paying for this. It's not like the councillors are taking it out of their back pocket and paying for it. Like, not one of them have taken a cent out to pay for it. To be totally honest, all the TDs in South Dublin County Council and in that area of South Dublin and the councillors should be all paying it out of their own pocket to reimburse the taxpayer for this amount of money. But they will never do that. Or even the person who signed off of this should probably lose his pension, to be totally honest, over this, because it's that big of a... it's unacceptable. In my opinion, 120,000 would have done the whole lot of it. Like, there's nothing elaborate. Like, what I'm trying to say, there's nothing elaborate. It'd be different if they're building the Palace of Versailles. Understandable, that's going to cost a bomb. But, like, look at the dare. Like, you can't sit there and tell me that this is €750,000. Like, you cannot sit there and tell me that. Like, there's no way. Like, how in the name of God? I know things have got expensive, but if this is the reality of this country, then there's no hope for anybody in this country. This is the thing, that we can't build 14 steps along with a ramp and a few bits of grass and a bit of trees. Are we well? Are we well? Is people in these county councils and Office of Public Works, are they well? Are the government too well? As the Department of Finance, are they well? Or do we have people that are literally insane, that they don't even know what's value for money? Because let's be fair, none of them, if they were doing it in their own home, the back garden, none of them would spend this money on this. Nobody, no, like you asked Simon House, would he do it at his back garden? He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't pay it. Especially, he wouldn't do it. He'd look for the cheapest option, and he'd probably make the taxpayer pay for it too. But yeah, it's utterly ridiculous because again, if we went to South Dublin now, the amount of homeless people, looking for houses, trying to get accommodation, trying to get something, a roof over their head, and there's no help. They're told to fuck off. We don't care. And the council goes around and spend this kind of money. Like, are you mad? Are they generally mad? And the media should be banging down the doors of South Dublin County Council to say what is going on here. The Irish Times is the only one so far that's covered. I think News Talk might have covered it. But this should be pretty much the top story in the country because it's just every week there's something like this. Every week. It's not just once. It's every fucking week. And the Irish taxpayer is sick of it. It's abuse. It is abuse. The Irish taxpayer has been abused by the government and by the state. Their money has been taken off them and they've been abused. The money has been abused, not for the benefit of the Irish people, for some corporation. That's what it is. It's to benefit them. It's not to benefit. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, looking at the picture before this was done, I don't know why they had to do it. It was not necessary that they had to do it in the first place. So I don't get it, to be totally honest. I don't understand. I don't think anybody understands when they see this. But yeah, hopefully something will change. But we have to have accountability. Somebody needs to lose their job or get sacked or go to prison. Mainly the best option to go to prison for a few years, because there's no way that somebody didn't sat down in the council, in the South Dublin County Council, and said this is good value for the Irish tax. But there's no way somebody sat down and signed their name to it. But it's absolutely insane.